It's the JT Cho Show!
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody, and once again, this is the JT Show, starring me, your host, JT, featuring myself because I talk a lot and I ran out of people to talk to in real life, so now I bring this to the internet. The JT Show is celebrating its episode number 47 on Tuesday, August 25th of 2020. So basically, I wanted to bring somebody that just drove over 100 hours on a road trip, which is pretty fucking crazy in my book because I hate driving on road trips for that far altogether. So we're going to bring in Frank Graybars. He's definitely been on the show before, so if you're a fan, you know him. So we're bringing in Frank Graybars. Bum, 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 bum. You know, Frank, last night we were playing video games, me, Prather, and Cut, by the way. We're going to start this out fucking strong. No, but we were playing video games together. We were, the COD crew, and while it was loading, I went bum, 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 bum. And Cut's like, dude, that's from football, dude. And I was like, is it from football or is it from like some like cheesy ass like Baywatch like beach? I thought it was something completely else, but we ended up, thinking that it's from the NFL films. Because he's like, dude, I think that's Monday Night Football, and I was like, dude, Monday Night Football is bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 so yeah, that was, but I didn't know if you would have recognized bum, 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 bum.
No, that's is that a TV show theme?
Dude, that might be like, shit. Here, I'm going to do some live Googling. Is that, who's the dude with the mustache? Is it Hawaii Five-0?
Can does Shazam recognize people humming stuff?
I do not know that.
Let's see if Shazam does it.
Dude, I did the introduction to the show, and I was like, hey, here's what we're talking about with Frank, and I totally sidetracked because I had to get this off my fucking mind. Dude, this might be it. Yeah, he was fucking wrong, dude. I fucking knew it. Oh man, dude, I fucking knew it. Thank you for saying TV show.
Yeah. At first you started doing it, and I was like, that doesn't sound too familiar. And then you did it again, and your humming was better the second time. And I was like, oh, okay, yep, it's not sports. It's definitely a TV show.
Yeah. I had to text that to the group. Yeah, because it was taking forever to load into a round. And, and here's a great transition without me bringing up that we're transitioning because, we like to have conversations here on the JT Show. What also takes a long time is what you recently did, and that's drive over 100 hours in the car on vacation. Yep. Tell me about that.
So, as you talked about on one of your shows, I went on a family vacation out west to visit the Mungers in Nevada. And then from there, we did a weekend trip to Los Angeles. And then I had to drive back. So on the way out there, we left kind of late. And obviously we're doing this with a 16-month-old, so that's not easy also.
Yeah, that's like putting if you did normal mode, that's putting it on hard mode.
Yeah, because you have to stop more than you normally would have stopped.
Nobody wants to travel in a car with a sneaky diaper.
Not at all. She did well though. She did very well.
My brother listens to this, sorry, I keep cutting you off. If my brother listens to this, he doesn't want to drive down because 7 hours is too long for a kid. Okay? No, your kids are the same age.
We had her in her car seat for the longest I think we drove straight was over 12 hours.
Did you guys split
And
or did you do like majority 70-30?
I did about 99, if you do 1% of it. Uh, and so, but
Go ahead.
the 12 hours was, I mean, all you have to do is every time you stop for gas, change their diaper. If you have to stop a little bit long, a little bit shorter every time, food or something, it's whatever. But as long as you can entertain the child, we entertained our daughter. And I was going to grab beer, but I didn't. No laws with claws.
You don't have any beer at the house total?
No.
Oh, man. That's sad. Can I say your wife's name?
Yeah, you can say her name.
Nikki. Nikki. I need the Nikki. Yeah. Did you ever get to when you were driving across, did you ever get to that point where you're like, Nikki, I need this? Like this, I need you for at least an hour,
To be fair, not really. So Nikki gets mad because I don't like her driving and I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe when she drives.
I have experienced it from the back seat and I am glad I was buckled up.
It's just like
she's aggressive.
Very. And I feel like if we're driving cross country in different states and something were to happen, I'd rather want to be in control of the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Because I'm confident in my driving ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we left here, St. Pete. We left late, as we always do, mostly because of me. And
if you know Frank, he's not on time.
Never.
Never.
I work from home right now during the coronavirus.
And he's still late.
I'm literally still late. All I have to do is walk to the spare bedroom right here to get on the computer. And I'm still late. I'm supposed to be on the computer at 8:30 in the morning.
A nice little beach theme going on for it. Dude, it's like you got your own little, fucking getaway podcast studio going on,
I know.
I live in Florida. I'm on the beach.
I could do it outside in front of the pool, set the table up, have the palm tree in the background.
Oh, and then, by the way, congratulations on getting accepted into school.
Thank you. I'm repping the hat today. University of South Florida.
Yeah, congrats on getting into that's a perfect Frank college, okay? Now, if I had to rate my personality today, I still wouldn't be a Wolverine as much as I'd want to. Central Michigan was a great fit to fit my personality. But if I had to pick a college that probably represented me, it'd probably be Wisconsin. Because
that's where my sister went.
Because I would just fit in. Just look at me. I got pale skin. I already live in the cold. I like the Packers. Okay, and that's a party school.
And Madison's a really nice area too.
Oh yeah, this shirt right here. Because I went down to University of Whitewater, Wisconsin. So at one point, okay, this is where I get canceled. Right here, I'll tell you. This is out of all the shit that we've said. I'll tell you why I'm about to get canceled. At one point, I applied to be a police officer. So I drove 7 hours down to do a physical fitness test, a written test, and I made it past the panels, and then I went in front of a board, and then I did not make it after that board. So you can thank those people that said, this guy isn't the guy, okay? I don't want this guy, because look at me, okay? Would you want me in charge of shit? No.
I would.
So anyways, I drove down there, and I know random people, okay? My RA in college, great guy, Al Jones. He was going to college there, and he was an RA still, and he had his own dorm, and I was like, hey man, I gotta stay the night if I make it to the boards. Can I come crash at your place? He's like, yeah. And once I got the call, I'm like, hey, can we go work out and stuff? Cause I'm bored. So he went to work out, and I went to play basketball. And I guess I was playing with half the basketball team, and I'm not saying oh, I'm Steph Curry, but I was playing very well. I was playing peak performance basketball, and I'm very deceptive because you look at me and you're like, that's a fucking ginger, okay? He ain't never been outside a day in his fucking life. But I'm pretty good, so just don't underestimate me. And then so I was like, yo, I gotta get a shirt. So I went to Wally World, and this was $6.
You got to. Nikki gets mad how many T-shirts I have, but if you could pick up a cheap T-shirt somewhere,
Oh,
you got to.
Alaska had so many. It's hard not to buy T-shirts. But I like I like repping the little guys, you know?
Yeah.
Like I love minor league baseball hats because they're sillier. Like professional MLB hats are for the most generally the cities, very serious logos, very well defined. And then you've got like a Chihuahua, or you've got like a walleye or a mud hen, like these silly, like the Lansing Lugnuts. It's a fucking bolt, okay? Like, but it's a little silly, you know. And they're so small, like shit. You probably know, probably 2 or 3, minor league teams down in Florida.
Yeah, we have the Clearwater Threshers here.
Yeah, and then like, do you know any from Philly?
So it was the Reading Phillies at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I think they changed their name. There's
So-
Amarillo has a team.
Yeah, I went to one of their games and I was like, I wish I didn't. So playing the show, by the way, which is one of the games that I actually play through the seasons. Like I play usually 3 or 4 seasons deep because you can play so fast with my player mode. You do the minor league shit, and at one point I was a third baseman, and I got drafted by the El Paso Chihuahuas, and then I got traded to some up north team. I can't remember who it was, but I was talking with some guy from that area on deployment. I was like, yeah, you got this team. They're fucking dope. And he's like, how do you know about them? And I was like, oh, MLB The Show. But it's kind of cool because like what's your little like huzzah phrase for USF? Like, hook 'em horns, go blue, fire up chips.
Right now, I think they're like rebranding the team. Because Jeff Scott just got hired, the former co-offensive coordinator for the Clemson Tigers.
Right.
Clemson. So let me double check what their new motto is.
Yeah, because like, so everyone's heard of University of Michigan, Michigan State for the most part, UCF, USC, Penn State, like these big Power 5 teams. Most of the country has heard of these teams, right?
Yeah.
Like Big Ten, ACC, SEC, Pac-12. Everyone's heard of like most of those teams. But when you rep colleges like Central, which are smaller programs, it's almost a little specialer when like you'll be halfway across the world and you'll hear like fire up chips, and you're like, dude, that's fucking awesome, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know their little chant. They have their fight song or whatever that the band plays.
Mm-hmm.
At one point it gets to it, and then they're like SOUTHFLORIDA, South Florida, go Bulls.
That was a round of applause because goddamn, that was amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Things we used to do. We used to say, ooh, you wish you were a Chippewa, which is offensive. And you should take down the name. Bend the fucking knee, Jon Snow. Bend the fucking knee. But, yeah, like we used to say that and then like fire up chips. And then on third downs, we used to take out our car keys and jiggle them. And it kind of sounds like Chidori. And that's what this Naruto character does, Kakashi Sensei. So that's nerdy as fuck, and we'll get past that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then the rest of the time we just got fucking wasted. So it was like, this is college.
So the only thing I could find right now, I'll dig later, but Horns Up was one of their.
Oh yeah. I yeah.
And then from the games, I've never been to a game in person yet. I'm excited to go. Obviously, with COVID, who knows? But they so USF doesn't have their own football stadium yet.
Okay. Did not know that.
So they use Raymond James where the Bucks play.
Oh man, I've never. Well, I mean, shit, they're not on TV hardly ever, so I'm not even looking for that pirate ship.
Yeah, the only time they've had, I think last year they had maybe one nationally televised game. It was the opening game of the season against Wisconsin. But they really, the fans, they have, the fan base goes out there, but it's nowhere near the amount of people that other colleges get, even UCF
Because you can
gets.
literally walk on campus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's just, and their program hasn't been great. They had one good year. Well, they were ranked second or the top 5 at one point years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had, what was his name? Former Texas, Charlie Long, I think his name was, last year. And they had like one good season with him, and then they just kind of been mediocre ever since. And that's why they got rid of him. And so the fans really don't show out. So it's not as, UCF is the team near here that, a lot of fans go to just because they've had good seasons recently. So,
Right.
But I'm excited to see what Jeff Scott does if he brings that Clemson brand of football down here. And
Clemson brand.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Get Trevor Lawrence. Come on down to UCF or USF, buddy.
By the way, we got way off topic, but I like where we're going. So we'll just keep going, and then we'll bring it all back around eventually.
We'll make the trip back.
Let's say, okay, so college athletes, they can now make money off their name. If NCAA comes back and you get to create your player, are you gonna try to get a scholarship to USF, or are you trying to be like the best program in the nation?
Like college football?
Yeah. If they like, you ever play the My Career mode? And
I like to create my player to go to smaller schools and try to build the program up while I'm there to be a nationally ranked team, like top 10, top 5, compete for a college football playoff. So I might pick USF. I might go ahead and pick the Air Force Academy, Mountain West.
That's fucking gross. We should end this now for saying that. That's fucking disgusting. The Falcons. Yeah, let's run the same fucking play, but this time to the left, and we'll give it to option number 2. Like, fuck, God, it's so boring to watch, man. It's the Navy Air Force game where there's going to be 4 total passes, and if it's a fucking rager, there might be 6. Like, Christ, stop, okay? Like, throw the ball. It's like, God, it sucks. It's like there's actually a team called Reading. It's a small ass little school in Michigan, and it won back-to-back state championships. And the thing is, they didn't throw the fucking ball hardly ever. They just had these 2 motherfuckers that could run down people's throats, dude. And this is high school football. And that's what Air Force football reminds me of. We can't really throw, so I'm just going to hand the ball off 97% of the plays.
It's not entertaining.
Yeah, no, It's like high school football is entertaining because, like, that's probably your kid out there, okay?
Yeah.
Big parent fan basis, school rep, and, high school's all you know. You're a very young person. But I don't want to watch that at a college level. Like,
yeah.
That's like if 2 professional Major League Baseball teams had to play at a minor league park. Like, another home run over left field at 175 feet. Like, Jesus Christ, man. Are we playing on a T-ball field out here? That's
like adult softball. People kept.
Yeah, I mean, like, when it goes to their head, it's exactly like that, dude. When people have more – if you have more than 1 pair of softball pants, you're a fucking – it's real for you, okay?
Oh, some people are gonna be triggered.
I mean, like, no, well, some of my future guests, I had some liquid courage, but I was trying to write ideas down and people who I could talk to. And there's this guy that I know, he's a good guy, and he wins softball a lot. Like, I never played on his team, but he went to high school. So I was like, you know what, dude, I want to talk about hitting mad dingers again, you know? So he's going to hop on the podcast one of these days.
Softball's fun.
I'm pretty competitive, so yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I had fun when I played with squadron softball team back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, I played Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, most every week during softball season.
I never played the local softball though.
Clovis, New Mexico softball is very weird. It's a huge softball town because of the military. You've got your mix of Americans from all over the country versus the locals, which sometimes gets heated. There's one team, I can't remember what they were called, but they wore purple and they had their own cheering section, and they wore their colors were purple and white, and the fans would have purple and white baseball tees, like the sleeve things, and they would do chants and have little razzers, and they would be actual chants. And I'm like, this is fucking slow pitch softball. Like, do you guys have practice for this? Or has it just been going on for so many fucking years that you're just that's all you do?
I remember, do you remember Walker?
Yeah.
He had set up this little softball tournament on base, whatever, and they let the local teams in, and it was, I forget what it was for, to pay entrance fee or whatever. And so I was on one of the teams, and then we also officiated on the side. So we had a couple of the local umpires come out and kind of tell us what to do. Yeah. So I got my first real taste of Clovis softball when I had to ump one of the games out in the field.
Yeah.
And I made a very, very questionable call. And the dudes got up in my face. Are you kidding me? How could you make that call? And I'm like, don't argue with me. Go back to your fucking whatever, and
I could see you getting heated, man.
And so shortly thereafter, the next inning, I was like, man, I owe these guys a call. So Another questionable call, I gave it to them. And then the other team is yelling at me like, are you kidding me? Or,
when there's a call so bad that you have to do a makeup call, and you're like, that's the makeup call.
And everybody knows it's the makeup call. And I basically told Walker after that, I said, yeah, I think I'm done. I'm done officiating.
Dude, he was a really good athlete. And at one point he was like, hey, Taylor, will you kick me some punts? And we're playing the late game, so it's dark except for the lights. And I punted it, and he ran into a sled that you push, and he hit his shin bone on the sled. And he just goes down on the ground. He's grabbing it. Nothing. It's not bloody at all. He's just grabbing it. And then he's like, oh, it's not bleeding. We're good. And then we're like, dude, that's the bone. He's like, oh, shit. So we had to go through all the hoops, calling B-Doc and having them do their jazz just so he could
Medical
go.
Emergency.
Yeah, right? But man, dude, he just he basically had a hole in his leg. And he was just so I'm not playing softball tonight? And I was like, look at your leg, man.
He had a D1 scholarship to Oregon.
Yeah. And then his brother in the NFL.
Yeah, his brother was in the NFL. I don't know if he's still in the NFL, but he was in the NFL.
Yeah, good guy. I mean, yeah, good guy all around. But anyways, so we're going to get back to this road trip. How do you handle your snacks, man? Do you have a majority of your snacks planned, or every gas station you're just loading up on motherfucking snacks?
So it's a mix. So Nikki packed an entire beach bag full of snacks. She went out shopping, like a mom tote. Yeah, she went out, grab like pretzels, Cheetos,
Fuck yeah, dude.
Goldfish, donuts.
Pretzels are a
Um,
must on a road trip because it's the best thing you can eat when you eat something shitty on the road and you're like fucking hungry, but you also feel like throwing up. You can munch on some pretzels.
Yeah, they were always my go-to. Cheetos are too messy when you eat, so it's like
I eat Cheetos with gloves because I hate, dude, it gets on your fingers, man. Like a lot of it.
surgical gloves.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I just-
I've never seen that before.
I just put, because like, fuck, dude, with COVID and shit, I have a pack of gloves and I just put one glove on and I'll just eat it out of the bag and then the fingers, because I don't eat regular Cheetos, I'll eat with my hands, but the fiery Cheetos, like the jalapeno and not really that one, it's the chili, it's the fucking one that burns chili lime on, and then there's the whatever it is, but it's the one where like you shouldn't eat too many of. And they're
Okay.
really delicious, but I hate getting those on your fingers. And then if you don't wash your hands good enough, like your fingers are dyed red. I can't imagine what that's doing to the inside of my body. But yeah, and then like when you're getting the snacks, like what's the other like mix and mix half and half? So you have your tote bag, and then how you
Tote
hit
bag.
gas stations.
So we roll up to a gas station. Normally, I'll run in and I'll get like beef jerky. If
So expensive.
it is, if I'm hungry but not ready for a full meal yet, I'll get me the Tornadoes.
Oh, man.
And then it's always 2 bottles of water, one for Nikki, one for me, and then depending on the time, an energy drink or coffee.
Now, all right. So typical stop on your road trip. Do you think you spent more at the gas station there or the shop at on the first day back after a hard previous night, and then you didn't pack a lunch at all? It's okay. How much do you spend? Do you spend as much as you do on the shop at on Sunday because nothing else is open? Or do you think you spent more at a gas station on a road trip?
I think I spent more at Shop at.
Yeah, on a Sunday when everything else is closed.
Or
So fuck-
Saturday and you're drunk and you walk over from the dorms.
Dude, I say this. I'm so angry that like that's the only base that I saw, and like, oh, you could have stayed in, and okay, yeah, I could have did a lot, okay, but I was when you've been to Cannon and then you go to see Elmendorf, I was so pissed. I was just like, this is so fucking beautiful, and there's so much here. Like there's fucking a lake, and then you can fucking kayak, and like that is sick. And here we are in this little shit desert box with cow shit coming from every direction.
And flies. Yeah.
And-
McDill has their own beach on the base.
Yeah, this thing has like fucking everything on the base. It has fucking moose and bears on the base, man. Instead of fucking tarantulas
Yeah. Or
and camel spiders.
and flies.
Oh, fly season, dude. I completely forgot that was okay. Let me explain for these people who are out here not listening. Clovis, New Mexico is located between piles of shit. I exaggerate to not. It's in the middle. It's in the middle of a triangle of shit. Okay, imagine the Triforce, Legend of Zelda, and the upside down triangle. It's Clovis, and then the other 3 triangles, the one here, the one here, and the one here. Those are all shit piles. Okay. That's where Clovis is at, and it attracts a lot of fucking flies. And you're like, oh, how many flies is a lot of flies? Some examples. I walked into a gate shack. It's the size of a small gazebo that's completely encased in. And I looked up at an all-white ceiling, and it was completely black because there was flies covering the entire fucking ceiling. How do you eat your food during fly season when you're at the fucking gate? You fucking walk around in circles, so you're never stationary, so they have a harder time to land in your food. This is life for these miserable motherfuckers, and that's why we drink.
The flies would come in the vents in the cars. You'd be sitting on the flight line eating your meal, and you got the windows rolled up, the air conditioning blowing on your face, and the next thing you know, flies are coming up through the fucking vents. And you're like, how?
I learned this. You, first of all, when any asshole that would do changeover, and then they had their windows rolled down, and there'd be a ton of flies in your car. Like, you motherfucker. So then you got to go down Perimeter Road, and you got to do like 65, 80 miles an hour-ish, whatever the UCMJ says okay. And you got to roll down your back windows, and you're literally driving as fast as you can, trying to kick out as many flies as you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you like figure out, oh, there's only one or two more left, you fucking try to kill them. And then the rest of the night, it's like, we got to guard the fucking car from these flies, man.
And so I remember this one incident. This was back in 2009 when I got to Cannon.
God damn.
I know. One of the guys on the other, so I was the, and then we only had one.
Oh man, dude, we're giving a, okay. I'm gonna do what I did last episode, and so I'm gonna I'm gonna censor out some of these details because I think it violates national security.
OPSEC,
Yeah, we only had this many blanks, so I'm gonna do what I did last week. I'm gonna put some bias in there because here, I gotta write that. I gotta take notes. Don't give away USA assets and secrets. Okay. So that's roughly 40. Okay, yeah. So anyways, so you were this blankety blank post.
I was in a blankety blank post.
Guarding blankety blank resources.
Rolled out to the other blankety blank area.
Yeah.
And met up with the other blankety blank people. And one of the guys had gotten Taco Bell.
Keep going.
And I don't know how he did this. Still to this day, I don't understand how this ever happened. But he had gotten some food that came with a bunch of sauce, right?
Right.
And it exploded. I don't know how it exploded, but it basically exploded like guacamole and all this. I don't even know if you can get guac at Taco Bell, but all these sauces all over hit the passenger.
Keep going.
Well, whatever special sauce or some sauce they have at Taco Bell, it had somehow exploded in the car.
Yeah.
And so we roll up, and they're standing outside of the car because they're trying to clean it off because it was summertime, and so they had the windows open. It exploded all over the dash, all over the seat, all over the center console of the old F-150s. And I was like, "How do you do that?" But flies. It like every fly in Clovis, New Mexico, flew into their truck because his Taco Bell exploded.
They're so bad that people with back doors that like the sun was on, because flies love to like be in the warm sun. Their like entire wall would be encased in flies trying to get into that door because they can feel the cool air. And like, oh man, dude, I completely forgot that was a thing. Like, honestly, I've had like 2 like flies in my house. The worst my house gets are the fucking stink bugs, but I sprayed for them and they've been way down this season. But flies in general, honestly, like I've been so not bothered by flies this season. I've had maybe 2 in my house, and one I fucking killed in the shower with the spray hose. And then I like made sure he died because sometimes they crawl out of the sewer drain, you know, not the sewer drain, but the drain.
Yeah, our biggest we don't deal with flies. Our biggest issue here is mosquitoes and palmetto bugs. So the big old cockroaches.
Gross.
That are like,
yeah.
And so you'll be opening up your silverware drawer to eat dinner, and there's a big ass cockroach just sitting on all your forks and stuff, and you're just like, oh, cool. Gotta watch this before I eat now. So
so I had never seen a cockroach until I joined the military.
Oh wow.
And I didn't see one at basic, but during tech school we were eating in the dining hall. What was it, the mesquite? That was the shitty one. It's
that
made
was
like
tech school.
Tech school, yeah.
Yeah. Mesquite I think was the crappy one over by Firehouse.
Yeah. So
or Old Dorms, jailhouse.
I don't even know. Oh yeah. Well, some dorms got condemned because of the cockroaches when I was there. So I got moved to another base, and I stayed at these Gucci dorms that are made for. So the dorms so at this other location where these other people train, man, dude, I'm giving away fucking vital information now. But the people who are going for like the people who are training for like select jobs, they get such nicer dorms because most of them are like college grads and shit. So we like 15 of us got to stay there, and we didn't have to do any more fucking like nighttime count-ins. Like we just had to all be like I was in charge. They called me because we all lived in the jailhouse and we got moved over there, so they called me the jail rope. So I would just be like, hey, take accountability. And I was like, okay. And I was like, they're like, you have a college degree, so you're the person in charge of counting 15 people. And I was like, I got you. So we didn't have to stand outside. Essentially, like you could come back to base later because like you were fine. And no one checked on us. We didn't do the dumb 3 fucking mile ruck dumb shit at the end of your training. So it was actually like pretty chill. But to backtrack, I'm in that shitty ass dining hall, and I just sit down with my tray of food, and I was really fucking hungry that day. It's one of the days where you're burning a lot of calories, and the only other thing you have to eat is an MRE. So you might have to eat that for fucking dinner. So you're trying to get stuffed. And I look over, and there's just this big ass motherfucking cockroach on its back on the floor, and it's just, and I was like, dude, that's fucking disgusting looking. So I housed my fucking coffee, and I took the mug and I just put it over the cockroach, and then I just left it there, and then I went back and ate my meal in peace, dude.
You know, if cockroaches are in your house and stuff, it's not because you have a dirty house. They're just
Everywhere.
they're just everywhere, and they're, you know, out here with the rain and the humidity and the wet, gross. They thrive. So then they get into the cool air, cool house, and it's just, they're a pain in the ass.
Yeah, bugs are fucking gross altogether. What were some of your favorite spots that you drove to or through? Or
So we left here, went up to we spent the night outside of Atlanta, Georgia.
okay,
We left Atlanta, and it's actually really pretty up in that part of Georgia.
okay.
Crossed into Alabama, and drive across Roll Tide. Drive through. We passed by Talladega Speedway, but a lot of the area. F. Gordon.
That Rainbow Warrior.
I can't believe NASCAR's a thing. Bubba Wallace, but Alabama, driving through Alabama is actually really pretty. Got into Mississippi. Drove over a little river. You know, they have the little signs on it. So I was doing the dad jokes, and it said Gum River, and I told Nikki, I bet that water's sticky. So then went up into Nashville, Tennessee.
Nice.
Hit old Pratt Daddy's state. Drove across. I think I actually drove through his town, but we were on a time crunch, and so.
Oh yeah. Let me.
Can't give away Pratt Daddy's house.
I have his address, and I almost said it just to censor it out, but that's just adding more work. So go ahead.
So I think I drove through his town, Arkansas, a beautiful state.
Surprising, Arkansas.
Got into absolutely gorgeous state, Prather. I would never live there, but it is a gorgeous state.
Blue pigs.
Blue pigs.
Blue pigs.
As he said on the last one, SEC football. It's like
it's garbage because we all ride one team. We all hate the team that beats us every year, and when it comes down to rooting for the national championship, we'll say that's our guy.
I tell you, SEC football is the best football out there.
That's the best quarterback I've seen since Joe Montana. Joe Montana was a quarterback, you crazy asshole. I said Joe Montana.
Montana. So we got into Oklahoma, and we said, hey, we're going to stay the night in Oklahoma City. we almost got robbed.
Wow. Go into all the details for that.
So we roll up to this small town. We're still about 70 miles ish from Oklahoma City. And a lot of the communities and towns in Oklahoma are Native American reservations.
Okay.
So we drive up to this small town called Okemah, Oklahoma. About to make you famous, Okemah. And
Never heard of it, but now the world has, and the 14 viewers I probably get.
small podunk little town. So we're driving and we're hitting a lot of construction, and I was like, hey, you know what? We should probably fill up. There's a gas station right here. So pull into the gas station, and basically the gas station set up to where you've got your gas station right here, right? You've got the mini mart thing, and then attached to it is a McDonald's with a drive-through.
Right.
So I roll up to the gas pumps, and I noticed that there's all these people hanging out front, and they look like the locals. So like all the locals are one of their little hangout spot, like a Hobby Lobby in Clovis.
Yeah.
And so I goes, I'm like, whatever. That's like 11 o'clock at night. I fill up my car, run into the gas station to go to the bathroom, put on my mask. Everybody's giving me a weird look. Nobody's wearing a mask in there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is weird. Go to the bathroom, come back out, and I had to grab Nikki stomach something. She wasn't feeling well from the food we ate earlier.
Some Tums or something. Yeah.
Yeah. And people are I'm getting the heebie-jeebies, like I'm not welcome type here. So I walk out.
Back the way. Hey, how do I get to this part? Back the way you came. Kermit the Frog, dude. Family Guy. Keep going.
Okay, so I walk out. I get in the car and I say, "Hey, babe, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette real quick." And she's like, "Okay." So pull over. See more locals pull up in their trucks and whatever. So I pull over here next to the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And there's a little parking lot, and there's only one way through the drive-through. So I get out of the car, smoking a cigarette. While I'm smoking a cigarette, I'm hearing weird shit going on. Not even joking. Like some guy screamed from across the street, and then you heard a lady scream. She's like, "Ah!" I don't know what she said. Then you hear the guy goes, "I've been shot," or "I've been hit." I couldn't make out what he said exactly, but he's just like. Smoke a cigarette.
I've still got half to go. This is
not good.
I can't throw away half.
No, it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
And so I was like, man, I'm getting really uncomfortable. So, you just know. There's places that your just know.
Spidey senses were fucking tingling, dude.
Yeah, my defender senses.
Haters coming. Hide the Doritos.
So
this post is all. Anyways,
Sergeant Grab report. Beep 1 is all secure.
Would you like the post? I will defend this blank with my blank and this blank, and I have this many blanks, and they're this kind of blank, and I have
means of communication.
A blankety blank. Anyways,
so I'm sitting there.
I can't wait till fucking the FBI comes rolling through. You're like, you need to cease and desist.
Mr. Graybars?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. It's the man. Your Spidey senses are fucking on fire.
My Spidey sense is on fire. I don't want to end up like, by the way, I don't need people knocking on my door for stuff I've said.
I'm going to censor his name out too.
Sorry, I had to after the group chat stuff. But
yeah.
Inside joke to all the listeners.
Yeah.
So Spidey senses are tingling. Car rolls up, and remind you, there's only one way out, right, of the drive-through, right? So you can't go forward. So he pulls up right next to my car. So here's my car. He pulls up like this. And it's like, hey. And I was like, what the? And I look over, and it's there's an African American fella in the front seat, driver's seat. And he looks at me and he goes, a question. I said, the fuck are you asking me a question for? It's 11 o'clock at night. And I look over, I was like, yeah, what's up? He goes, how long did it take you to grow that beard? It's like, about a year and a half. And he's like, huh. And I see this white guy lean over the passenger seat, and he's looking out the window. He's like, cool. And I'm thinking, okay, that's weird. It's like a weird thing to ask.
I don't know this
It's like,
person.
yeah, I mean, I get asked about the beard all the time, but the way
Not at
they
11
asked
o'clock
it,
at night. Yeah.
not at 11 o'clock at night, not the way they asked it. And, normally the conversation continues about my beard,
Mm-hmm.
Then I watch both of these guys look right at my license plate. And they see the Florida tag.
Mm-hmm.
And then the driver looks over, and I was like, I don't know about this. The guy goes to turn, right, to get out because it's
Mm-hmm.
a one-way.
Right.
And so I'm like, oh, he's just flipping a Yui. That was weird.
Yeah.
Well, he backs up into the parking spot right next to Nikki and I's car.
Mm-hmm.
And there's there's tons of other parking spots. Right. And it was at that moment I told Nikki, I was like, hey, close the door. We're going. And she's like, okay. I didn't want to sit around, wait what these guys, what was going to go on or whatever. I flicked out my cigarette, jumped in the car, and immediately backed out. As I'm backing out, a guy jumps out the back seat. The driver jumps out, and he's not wearing a T-shirt. And then the passenger jumps out. And I look over as I'm backing out, and they're all staring at me. And I pull out, and then Nikki told me, I didn't realize it in the moment because I wasn't paying attention. One of them smacked my car with their hand.
Damn.
And I don't know if that was a reaction, like looking back on it and everything. I don't know if that was like most people, you hit their car, somebody's going to get out and be like, what the fuck, bro? Why you hit my car?
Yeah.
So I don't know if that was a way to try to get me to get it back out of the car. I don't know what it was, but we ended up taking off.
Yeah, smart decision, You're
I
not with
look
your
back-
boys, you're with your wife and child.
Yeah. And sadly, the tool that we had brought was in the case, so it wasn't out, which was a mistake on our part. But as we're pulling out, I look back, and these guys are standing at the front of their car, looking at my car, and they're looking at my car baffled. Like it was kind of this "what just happened" thing. And then as we pull out, next thing you know, right across the street, there's this lady comes out of the ditch, just starts walking out of the ditch.
Right.
A guy's riding his bike down the wrong side of the road.
Okay.
Another meth head looking lady is walking down the street. I'm just like, babe, we're getting out of this town. We're not stopping. I don't care. We're not stopping anywhere. We're going to OKC. And she's like, okay. So got to OKC, spent the night. So that was a weird little experience in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
The next morning we left Oklahoma, drove through Amarillo, drove up into New Mexico. We actually avoided Clovis.
That's so good. Fucking gross.
But entering back into New Mexico, I was like, oh, here we are. We get outside of Santa Rosa, and this is when Nikki starts to drive, right before Santa Rosa. And we get outside of Santa Rosa, and all of a sudden she's driving. She goes, what's this light mean on your car? And I was like, oh, fuck. And I look, and it was the TPS light. And so I was like, oh, I'm Googling everything, trying to figure it out. If I can drive on it or whatnot. Then all of a sudden the anti-skid I forget what it's called, but
yeah,
tire track,
the traction light,
traction control comes on as well,
Yeah.
which is, I guess, works hand in hand with TPS when the TPS light comes in. So we're like, damn it. And it wouldn't go away. So I was like, I probably should get this checked out. It's late. We drive through a rainstorm. I'm, right as we get to the mountains, so I was like, man, I don't want to have to slam on my brakes or whatever. And so I might as well get this checked out. We still have, like a 8-hour trip, to Nevada. So we spend the night in Albuquerque, and go to the dealership the next day, get it checked. They said I had a faulty sensor. They think that, the road, probably the crappy New Mexico roads, kind of knocked it off.
Right.
So forked out a lot of money to get stuff fixed. Not happy about that, but good old New Mexico, land of entrapment.
Still fucking you.
Still fucking me after all these years.
Montezuma's revenge. Except you didn't drink the water.
Yeah.
That's a diarrhea reference if you don't know what that is.
I didn't, but it's still funny.
It's like you can't drink the water because it gives you diarrhea. So his revenge is you getting diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that at a very young age. I believe it's Family Guy again, but it could be. I want to say it could be Family Guy, but basically there's people stuck on the freeway, and then Montezuma comes into scene like in the clouds as like an afterlife figure, and he's laughing, and then there's a mad diarrhea reference, and then I was like, oh, that's because it gives people diarrhea. And so, yeah, so you get out of the land of entrapment.
Finally, get into Arizona. We drive all the way across Arizona. Beautiful, like Flagstaff area, absolutely gorgeous. It's a whole different world. Like you're riding and it's like desert around you, right? There's a turnoff for a meteor crash site outside of Flagstaff.
Mm-hmm.
You drive through Winslow, from the old Eagles song. And you get up to Flagstaff and it's a whole different scenery because you go up a mountain and it's just green and
yeah, I made that drive.
Trees. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
And so we finally get into Nevada, drive through Las Vegas or past Las Vegas. Mind you, every place we're stopping, right, or we're driving through, we're putting on songs that are familiar with the city. So like Amarillo, we put Amarillo by Morning and Amarillo
by Morning.
George
Yeah.
Strait.
Yeah.
And then we put on Amarillo Sky as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we hit Vegas, we put on Elvis Presley's Viva Las Vegas. And mind you, I'm making jokes the entire way, dad jokes, So in Arizona, they have the petrified forest. So I said where the plants are scared and the animals are fearful. You drive through the Navajo reservation, and there's a Hopi reservation right there kind of in between, and it's Hopi. And so obviously I mispronounced it wrong, but I told Nikki, I said, if you're a rapper here, are you into hip hoppy?
Fuck, dude. Yeah. Wow.
And then we get into Nevada, and there's mountains all around, and there's a sign that says "Watch for rocks." And I said, "Hey, babe, they're right there."
I'm the same way.
So my dad's favorite joke, a little off topic. My dad's favorite joke every time we drove anywhere near mountains. He's like, "Oh, I didn't realize that across the country the most popular town name is Falling Rock." And his favorite was a cemetery that we drove by every summer to summer camp, and he was like, "Son, people are just dying to get in there."
I've heard that one. Did you ever hold your breath at a cemetery when you drove past it?
No, only through tunnels.
Oh, because the old rumor for my area was hold your breath so the spirits can't enter your body. So every time you drive past the cemetery, you go. And then sometimes your parents would hit the red light and you'd be stuck and you'd be like, I'm gonna fucking
die. No, I never heard
Navy
that.
SEAL. Here, let me Google it. Let me see if it's a real thing. Okay, so you explain what happened like once you got to Las Vegas. What'd you do out west while you were out west?
So we got out west, got out to where the Munger lives in Beep, Nevada. And so hung out there, met the Munger's parents, met his brother, swam in their parents' swimming pool. Their parents have a gorgeous house, gorgeous pool. Very, very hot there.
Pictures of the pool.
It's very nice. And so kind of hung out a little bit for a few days. and then went gambling.
Where's
First
did you go to
first
Old?
time. What was it?
Did you go to Fremont or did you go to like New Vegas?
No. We went gambling in his town. So his town
yeah.
has casinos.
Oh, I bet you he loves that.
Oh, he does, dude.
I fucking know you, motherfucker. I bet you fucking love that.
He loves it. So I never played card games before, table games before. So got on the table and he was showing me what to do. Played 4-card frenzy and blackjack.
Mhm.
I lost money and then lost 160 and then ended up winning it back in slots. So I broke even that night, and then he walked out I think he put in a total of like $100, walked out with like $500 or something from blackjack.
Of course he did.
And 4-card frenzy. So I was like, man, I need some luck. It's my fucking vacation, you know?
Yeah.
I just spent over $500 on my effing car in New Mexico.
Yeah.
So anyway, we then another night we gambled. I lost $260. And got high, stupid high one night. That I actually tripped balls pretty bad.
Are you comfortable with that being on the podcast?
I'm very comfortable with that being on the podcast.
Okay.
I'm a college student. It's all right. You know?
Okay.
But I was tripping ball. Every 5 minutes I was like, check my pulse, because I thought my heart was beating out of my chest.
Yeah.
If you remember Florida, when I had to walk outside of the house that night. Yeah, that's kind of what I had again.
First Friday.
Yeah, first Friday. So anyway, then that weekend we went out to California, Los Angeles. And I rocked the old
Dude, your fucking beard, dude. Hilarious.
I have to lift it up, you know.
By the way, let me interrupt you.
Have it.
In research by an author, they state that we hold our breaths because you will either wake a spirit which goddamn, you will either wake a spirit with each breath, or else you, still being alive, will make the spirit jealous. Man, I cannot read this fucking tiny text. So that was that. You know, that's fucking folk. And then there's a folklore one. This one's like, oh, if someone dies in your house, cover all the mirrors. Like, Jesus Christ, dude. You know how much I would be fucking panicking if these were real things? Dude, the things you stumble upon, like, oh shit, she's dead, cover the fucking mirror, she's gonna possess, she's the devil. Like, Jesus. So, right here, as soon as death occurs, the mirrors and pictures in the room should be covered or turned where they cannot be looked upon. It is bad luck to let the reflection of the corpse be seen in the mirror. Jesus Christ, dude. If someone died, I'm just fucking getting a new house, dude. Cover mirrors with a black crepe or veiling to prevent the deceased spirit from getting trapped in the looking glass. Sorry, Grandma. Jesus.
I didn't realize there's
tradition says that if you look into the mirror before the body is removed, you can see the deceased looking over your shoulder. Jesus H fuck. I'm just removing every mirror from my fucking house. Don't fucking look. If you're struggling in life, there's plenty of hotlines and options that you have, and I hope that you find the help that you need. But don't kill yourself in the house, because you're just going to lower that house's value. You're valuable yourself, and who are you to take you away from the world, you selfish prick? But I'm saying, once, not even killing yourself, but once someone's murdered, like that, I asked that to my realtor. I said, when I found this house that I live in right now, I said, did anybody die in it? And he's like, what? And I was like, I need to know if anybody died in it, if anybody was killed in it, or anything, because they have to tell you.
Okay.
So I'm actually older than my house. This house, I think this house was built in 91. So I'm it turns the dirty 30 next year. So, dude, I'm just reading all this shit that you're supposed to do. Fucking locking the door of your home after a funeral procession has left the house in bad luck. Like, fuck, I'm not gonna read any more of these because that's all I'm gonna fucking think about. You know?
Yeah.
Don't shit on a Wednesday because you'll make the hump day spirits angry. And I'll be sitting there like just after plowing some Taco Bell at like fucking 2 a.m. and I'll wake up like Wednesday morning like I'm about to diarrhea, but I don't want to be possessed by a fucking devil, you know?
Yeah. The ghosts are waiting outside the bathroom like,
No, dude, they were fucking at Taco Bell going, yeah, we got this motherfucker. He's gonna take a shit tomorrow. We got this we're gonna fucking
Jesus.
possess him through his asshole. Okay? Once he opens up his asshole, that's where we go. That's where Ant-Man should have won. Okay? We're going right up there. Dude. Shit, man. And that's why you just hold your fucking breath, everybody. I don't want to see anybody get fucking piss off some spirits, you know?
God, I'd be fucked.
At one point in my life, I almost bought a hearse for my first car. It was a 72 big block Chevy hearse, and I thought it was tan, which was the shittier part. But my dad said I couldn't get it because he was gonna go half. So I saved up $500 for my first car. I've got $500. What can I got for $500? I bought a '95 Pontiac Grand Am with red velvet interior and a hole in the muffler.
Hell yeah.
And the motherfucking goddamn car was, but anyways, I wanted this hearse because I was like, oh, it'd be so cool. There's so much shit you can do with a hearse. But now I'm glad I never fucking got that hearse because I'm like, I'll probably be possessed by the fucking devil.
Oh yeah. Something would have been following you around.
Yeah. How was LA though?
So, I'll try to make this story a little bit quick, but so I'll preface this by saying that I will never judge an entire state based off of one area, right? Good or bad.
Which you shouldn't, but go ahead. Yeah.
I hear Northern California is absolutely gorgeous. That's
It
what
is.
everybody tells me. Maybe one day I'll make it up there. But SoCal, well, you got to think. Obviously, with some of the areas were kind of wrecked and destroyed because of the protests. Not the protests, right? I don't want to conflate the protests and rioters, right? So, but some of the areas were destroyed due to the rioters. But we get there, we end up in. There's a whole issue with all of us having the same, all of us having a room in the same hotel and whatever. So the hotel Nikki and I end up staying at was in Inglewood, which wasn't the greatest area, right by the airport. And so I go outside one night, that night, to have a cigarette, and this guy's on the phone, like next to me. He's got tattoos that look gang affiliated, right? And he's yelling at some dude on the phone. He's like, "What did I tell you, man? What did I tell you? You're doing that dumb shit. Now you got eyes on us. I don't need that fucking shit right now." And he's yelling at this dude on the phone. And I'm just like, I was like, this is a fucking trip so far, you know? I was like, I'm going back in.
Listen, you know?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm going back in. And he's like looking at me. And I was just like, yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Mind you, in no way is this a negative thing, but I was the only this color in that hotel, I'm pretty sure.
I don't see colors. Okay, we're all Americans, but go ahead.
We all are Americans, yeah. I'm the only white guy.
I'm a comedian, okay? Get off my ass. But we're all created equal, and if you truly don't think that way,
Yes,
then
we
you're a
are.
fucking idiot. So continue.
Race is a social construct. But anyway,
Jesus. He just solved it, everybody.
so anyway, we meet up with the Mungers Sunday morning. We went around, went to Little Tokyo, then we went to Hollywood.
Keep going.
And then we ended our day at Santa Monica Beach. So anyway, as I was saying, try to make the story quick. Not judging the entire state of California based off of one area, but Florida gets made fun of, and you know that, right? Florida man, that's the running joke.
I came into something that I can confirm. Yes, Florida headliners are the most wild shit in the history of the world. Okay.
And that is, it's Florida. Our law enforcement records are kind of open. You can look up stuff, but everybody makes fun of Florida, and
that's for
there's
your
all
fucking
these
ears.
there's all these songs about LA and California and Hollywood. Everybody wants to go there. For an area that
California is good for the homeless. Anyways,
it is very great for them. So for an area and people, and especially the Hollywood elite, for a place that a lot of people talk about how much they care about the environment and they care about people, and human rights and everything, they don't do a good job of taking care of the environment there, and they don't do a good job of taking care of the people. Man, every corner there's a homeless person. You're driving down the freeway, there's tent cities above you on overpasses. Drug addicts and homeless folks are walking up to you asking you for shit. We were walking in Hollywood, and we walked by the Jimmy Kimmel building, and there's a dude laying on the steps of the Jimmy Kimmel building masturbating. You have another guy who's like standing next to this building in Hollywood, and he's screaming about God or something, that he was going to fight with God. I don't know. And so, you get to Santa Monica Beach, and there's this dude walking up to everybody, homeless guy, and he's like, give me a fry, I want a fry, give me a fry. And you're just like, bro, he comes up to me, he's like, give me a fry, I want a fry, give me a fry. And I was like, I don't have any fries, dude. And he's like, I want a fry, give me a fucking fry, I need a fry. And I kept walking, and he left me alone. He walked up to Munger and Munger gave him a cigarette, right? And so, like wild animals, you give one homeless guy a cigarette, others will come.
Jesus
and
Christ.
So Munger had to give out a couple of cigarettes to a couple
I bet you he was
folks.
pissed, dude.
He was.
Were they NXTs?
Yeah.
Oh,
Menthol in California, in LA, you can't buy. It's only in certain areas.
Smoke cigarettes.
Don't smoke cigarettes. But you can't get menthols other than like maybe a very small bit of area, within LA.
Wow. The more you know.
The more you know. So he was pretty pissed about that. But anyway, this guy was like, thank you for the cigarette. You're my brother. This is Fry Guy, right? He's like, thank you for the cigarette. You're Fry Guy. You're my buddy. Thank you. And
if I ever go viral, we're going to make Fry Guy t-shirts.
Fry Guy t-shirts.
Give me a fry.
Give me a fry. And so Munger goes, this guy's like, don't fuck with me. I'm going to fucking stab you. I got a knife on me. And Munger's like, Jesus fuck, dude. And he's like, but you're my brother. You gave me a cigarette, And so we get to Santa Monica Beach.
I'm fucking
dead. Munger was scared. Munger told me he was scared.
I can fucking see this motherfucker in this situation, dude.
It's just like he was like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh my God.
So we get to the beach. There's people lining all the paths and everything to get onto the beach, trying to sell you stuff. And then the beach, this disappointed Nikki and I. Beach was covered in trash, like garbage everywhere. Mm-hmm. I've never seen so much garbage on a beach. It was disappointing. So that's why I say, for an area that touts how much they care about the environment and their people, they don't do a good job of taking care of it. So, but other than that, LA was an interesting experience. We left LA, went back to Nevada, then did the Vegas thing. More specifically, Nikki did the Vegas thing. I had already been to Vegas. She went. I was asleep because I had gotten drunk that morning. The night into the morning. Slept all day, so they were pretty pissed.
Yeah.
Munger, his wife, all of them, my wife, pretty furious. But vacation. Good old Frankie, right?
That's the Frank you know. If you know Frank, then you know Frank.
You know Frank. And so then we left Nevada.
Sorry, sir. I shit my pants. Keep
shit
going.
My pants.
I shit my pants. Well, don't do it again. Hey,
Next
sir.
Day.
Shit them pants.
Shit my pants.
Shit them pants again, sir.
Oh man, what do you do to that? If you're a leader, what do you say to that?
I believe I might have mentioned it before, but I had a flight chief. I had bubble guts. Okay, I was eating dormitory food, and I was in guard mount, and I had a little bit of the Hershey squirts that happened. I'll be real honest. I was in the third row. I was like, I got to fart. There's a lot of pressure down there, and I got to alleviate it. So when I farted, it wasn't very airy. It was more liquidy. It was the Hershey squirts. And I said, yep, I can feel it. I can feel where it's at, and this is really uncomfortable. So I went up to my flight chief. I said, hey, sir, can I go to the dorms before I go to post? because I'm in a blankety blank area, which you can't leave, guarding blankety blank resources. And I know that I'd be out there for hours. I'm going to blank that out. Anyways, so he goes, well, what happened? And I was like, sir, I shit my pants. He goes, what? And I was like, I shit my pants. He's like, dude, just go home. I can't have you shitting your pants. And so to any new kid that ever came through the military, I would say, he'd be like, I just want to go home. And I just be like, all you got to do is shit your pants, dude. And they're like, what? And I was like, if you shit your pants, they will send you fucking home. So if you really don't want to be at work, guys, if you get tickets to the playoff game and you got to work late, show up to work and shit your fucking pants. That's all you got to do. You shit your fucking pants. And then you just go, hi, sir, I shit my pants. What? What do you want to do about it? Like, your boss says no, like, prove it. Well, hey, man, if you really want to go to that playoff game, you better go balls to the fucking wall, dude. You better drop one. You better eat Taco Bell for breakfast, okay? I'll do
Better
it.
take laxatives.
Yeah. I mean, in the art of knowing how to force myself to vomit, because I think it's funny. I don't do it anymore, but I can throw up without fingers just by flexing my stuff. Like, I can, it's more of like, it's supposed to be meant for a magic trick, but I just wondered how Steve-O did it. So I read a book about it, and now I know how to fucking flex my stomach and puke. It's not don't learn this, kids. Don't do this at home. But I'm still waiting to use that. If I really don't want to be at work that day, I'm just going to eat like some hefty chicken noodle soup right before I go in. I'm going to go, here we go. And they're like, hey, I just vomited. And they're like, yeah, you're sick. You can go home. It's all over yourself. You got to commit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And if you're late to work, just tell your boss you shit your pants.
You shit your pants. This is the second day in a fucking row. Yeah, you
got a problem.
Sometimes you need to be seen for that.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting a colonoscopy in a month. But
At one point, I phoned a friend, like Jeopardy. I said, hey, man, have you ever shit blood? And he's like, yeah, I have actually. And I was like, what'd you do? He goes, well, I checked it in the next week and I didn't shit blood, so I just thought it was a fluke thing. I said, I feel so relieved.
could be hemorrhoids too.
Yeah, it could be a lot of things. I was scared because I never have had it happen, So
Yeah.
we're not trying to get too wild. Was the drive back terrible because you were ending your vacation, or was it?
So, so when I left the Munger's house, which they have a beautiful home, by the way, beautiful, huge home. And so when I left, it was a little depressing. You probably felt that way leaving Alaska. You're leaving people you were close with, you've known for years, and you're going back home, far
Team
away.
Pepper. Yeah.
And it's a little sad. And so, but we had stops planned on the way back. So it was quicker because we had to hit our stops. So like we left Nevada, stayed the night in Tucson, Arizona.
Arizona, Bismarck, North Dakota, New York, LA, Houston, everywhere you go, shake it to the land. Anyways.
I've been to Phoenix. Oh, that's Phoenix, Arizona. But the next,
it's not Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I was trying to sing the Steve Miller Band song, but
okay.
The next day, we went to the Millers. So
I was so surprised. What a good dude.
Amazing guy. I love Josh.
Amazing
and
family.
His wife.
I stayed with them when I went to San Antonio, and they welcomed me with open arms.
Did you stay at their current house, or was it the house they had before?
I don't know the difference, but I think it must have been the house before.
Okay, so the home they have now, again, another gorgeous home.
Mm-hmm.
All our friends are doing well for themselves.
Yeah, it must be the new house because their old house was shitty. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I don't know.
Yeah, their new house had that, like you go upstairs and then had a little area. Where
okay,
you can hang out with
this
the
did not
TV.
have an upstairs. Okay, so you got to stay at the nice house.
I got to stay at the new nice house. So we stayed with them. And so that kind of lessened the load of leaving the Mungers, because that, it was depressing leaving James. And then it's like, but hey, I'm going to see the Millers too. So
I'm
that's
gonna
going to
kiss
be
him on
okay.
the cheek. Yeah.
So we got there late. And then we got there at 2 a.m. Alex showed us to our room and everything. And then we went to sleep, woke up. I woke up at noon, Miller's sitting there like, motherfucker, why aren't you up yet?
I bet you he was stealing.
Yeah, he was like,
Oh,
God damn
fucking
it.
Frank, that Penn State motherfucker. He
God
wishes
damn
he
it.
liked Ohio State, that piece of fucking trash.
God damn it, you fucker. Wake the fuck up.
Yeah, dude.
But he's like, I knew you just drove 12 hours. So we hung out with them.
I understand, but you're still a fuck.
Fucking piece of shit. I only like you because you were in the Air Force. If I knew you were just a Penn
I
State
saw you
fan,
at a
I'd
Big
fucking-
Ten game, I'd be like, fucking, who are you? Who are we? Yeah, fuck you. We are. Fuck off.
Fuck off. Gay. Oh, sorry. Nothing against the gay community.
I'm gonna here. Hold on. I got you.
Yes, thank you.
I got you.
But we went out with to lunch with them. Then we hung out at their house and just BS'd and caught up. And their son is absolutely adorable. Same with Munger. His son is absolutely adorable. And they got to meet my daughter. So we stayed late with them. We left about 8 o'clock. Went back. So we drove 7.5 hours to Ruston, Louisiana, home of Louisiana Tech. Saw my wife's uncle, and then left Louisiana, made the 12-hour trip back to Florida. And then we got into Florida 7:30 in the morning on a Monday, and I had class an hour and a half later, so I didn't get to go to sleep. I didn't get to go to sleep that day until like 4 o'clock in the
Can
afternoon.
you go get an energy drink and then another energy drink, please?
Yeah, I was up like 24 hours at that point. I was so tired. But it was a good trip, interesting trip. Kira in LA. This made it weirder again. Was she choked on a grape when we were out?
Oh
So
man, dude.
Nikki had to do the Heimlich maneuver and everything on her.
Oh, that's so scary. I saw my
and
dad
it
do that to
was-
my brother once with a grape.
Yeah, it was the look she had in her eye.
She honed in her mama fucking instincts.
Yeah. Oh, Mama took over. I froze.
Mama.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was a little bitch. I froze. I don't know why. It was just a split second freeze. But seeing my daughter's face and she can't breathe and she's looking at me like, Dad, I'm scared shitless. And Nikki's sitting there giving her. I was like, what the fuck? And Nikki's
Yeah.
giving her the Heimlich maneuver, and the grape's not coming up, and you start to see the body kind of. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my. I'm yelling. I'm like, oh my god, she can't breathe. Like I'm helping, right? I'm helping.
Yeah, dude.
I'm looking around. People are looking at us, bro. People were just staring and not doing anything. I was like, welcome to LA, I guess. But
Fry, give me a fry.
give me a fucking fry.
Give me a fry. My baby's still give me a fucking
I
fry.
don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Give me a fry. But
man.
Mama got the grape out. Kira's great,
Bless
healthy,
him.
happy now. So it was an amazing trip.
Bless
Nikki was just like bam, 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 ba, 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 ba.
me.
You know.
Die, fucking grape, die.
So
Damn.
So it was it was an interesting trip. It was a good trip. The driving sucked. So all in all, yeah, it was about 100 hours. It was about 36 hours without stopping to Nevada from here.
Mhm.
So you got to think all the times we stopped, little detours, the little longer routes we took. It was about 4 hours to LA, drive around LA, 4 hours back. You're looking at 10, 11, 12 hours of driving.
Wow.
And then 37-ish hours back to Florida. So,
Well, we'll definitely have to have you back. I definitely have more driving cross country stories that that we can both probably, when you start fucking head bombing, seeing fucking shadows.
I've done it. I've done the trip multiple times.
Yeah.
Different trips.
Yeah, I drove the recommended 8 hours. I drove 22 hours straight. I was fucked up coming across the Mississippi River Bridge, man. I was fucked up. And I was like, I'm on a bridge over some fucking water and I need to pull over.
Yeah.
So, and then somebody told, okay, let's end it. I'm going to end it on this, but
All right.
somebody that I will not mention told me this story about how he was in, I was in Missouri. And he told me this story when he was in Missouri and how he stopped at the rest stop that I was stopped at. And how when he went to the bathroom, that some man followed him into the bathroom and started looking at his dick. I can't confirm this is real or not. This is what he was telling me. And then, which made me think it didn't happen, he then flashed his gun and said, "Do you like what that looks like too, man?" And, scared the guy off. That's what he told us, okay? This person is not a credible source. So I pull over at this rest stop. I get like 2 hours of sleep, and I wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning. And I instantly get this feeling like someone's going to try to put their penis in my butt. I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I got that feeling like something's wrong. And I had to piss so fucking bad. So my concealed weapons permit was fucking applicable in that state. So I just shoved it in my fucking gym shorts pocket and I fucking run into the bathroom. 3 o'clock in the morning to Missouri. I just take a fucking piss. Allegedly. This is all allegedly. No, but
allegedly.
I take a piss and I run back to my car. I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, dude. Yeah, Frank, thanks for coming on episode 47. We'll have to have you on again. Episode 50 starts season 3, so we're almost there, and we're on the road to 100. Anything that you want to say to end it?
No, keep on keeping on, and it was good to see Pratt Daddy and Cut, and thank you to everybody out there who watches. I'm going to keep repping the JT Show everywhere I go.
I appreciate it, dog. You're one of my best promoters, and I'll make up for it one time.
Oh, it's all good.